What's up, JEFusion fans? This is Philip, and welcome back to another video. So, as of this recording, Kamen Rider Zeztz episode 19 just came out, and I was really hyped about what they did in this episode. So, before I begin, there would be some spoilers, so I highly recommend that you actually, if you could wait for the episode to come out, and maybe with subtitles at that, and then you can come back to this video. But if you are willing to listen to some spoilers, then by all means, enjoy. So I really want to talk about episode 19. So if you remember, so episode 18, we are introduced to a new character named Kureha Miyamoto, who was played, or who is played rather, by Yuzuki Hirakawa, who was Papillon Oger in King Oger. So, yes, we are going to see more of her in the show, which really gets me hyped. Okay, so I'm gonna calm down for a bit and talk about some of the things that happen in this episode. Now, obviously, we still have our general objective, which actually has slightly changed a little bit. Now, this might not be noticeable at first, but if you pay attention to the show, this is gonna be something big. Now, in episode 18, so the given mission was protect the comrade. Now, in episode 19, it suddenly changes to protect the comrades, changing from singular to plural, which is really, really interesting. Now, anyways, we do continue with the plot here. The nightmares and this battle royale set in the school where Kureha and Nasuka used to attend together when they were, students, of course. And again, we do understand that this nightmare actually belonged to Kureha. And near the end of episode 18, it was revealed that Kureha was indeed one of the kids who were trained to become code agents alongside Baku. So, again, in a way, Baku and Kureha were also comrades, as they did attend this special training ground together. It was kind of disguised as some sort of typical cram school, but in reality it was a training ground for code agents, or future code agents, to be a bit more precise about it. So now we actually learn something about Kureha, and it was revealed that she had already been an agent even before the events of the show. However, because a certain organization, if I heard it correctly while watching the episode, so there were actually people trying to go after her. So code number 3 ended up erasing her memories as an agent in order to protect her. And this nightmare incident, or this black case, as they would also call it. So, having been involved in a nightmare actually awakened Kureha's memories, and therefore, again, if you notice in the previous episode, she recognized Baku as Agent 7, or at least she called him Agent 7, given that, there were, he was wearing a code ring with his code number engraved on it. So, yes, it is confirmed Kureha is code number 6. So, and this is actually a theory that I'm actually quite happy that I was debunked, okay? So, a few weeks before, maybe at the start of the year, I talked about the start of the new season for Kamen Rider Zeztz, or rather the start of this new story arc where we are introduced to new characters and new rider-like characters that look like Nox Knight. So we're introduced to the Lords, Agents 3, 5, and 6. Now, I did say before that I was thinking that this agent number 6 would have been the lady. Now, the lady, by the way, so while she is, I don't know, like kind of active in the real world, so she uses the name Sayori Ando, who is some sort of like a psychiatric counselor. And we have seen her and Baku interact for like the past couple of episodes. Again, Baku doesn't know about her real identity as the lady and her objectives. So we'll get to her in the future. But again, I did mention that I was thinking that lady might be, this agent number 6, given that, well, it's a female character. So at least we knew at that time that Agent 6 is going to be female. Agent 6 in the poster already looked like she had feminine features, and I guess that the arms crossed thing was something that maybe was coincidental. And considering that she does have, or Sayuri, aka the lady, does have like these, does have similar abilities to Nox, to Baku, and I guess agent number 3. So again, this just made me assume that the lady, aka Sayuri, is agent number 6. Again, this episode debunks it by actually introducing Kureha as agent number 6. And thank you, Toei, for debunking me. And you just gave me something much better. Okay? So, again, now I am excited to watch Kamen Rider Zeztz every week just to see Kureha. I loved King Oger because of Rita, and seeing Yuzuki Hirakawa back, at least this time in the Kamen Rider franchise, just makes me so happy. So, again, so thanks to this incident, you could say, so Kureha's memories as an agent have returned, and at the end of the episode, she confronts, agent number 3 again, and basically, what happens is she does decide to return to being an agent, and agent 3, while giving her Lord belt, I guess, that's what we're gonna call it right now. So he gives her belt and caps him, and he says, well, if you are really decided on being an agent, code is not gonna ensure your safety anymore. But still, despite understanding that, Kureha still decides to come back to being an agent. So now, again, we are going to see Kureha as agent number 6. So she basically comes back to action as a code agent, and we are going to see her transform into one of the 3 lords. So yeah, this really makes me so excited because she is going to transform in the next episode 20, by the way, if anyone's gonna ask. So given that their suits are similar to Nox Knight, so they're not technically Kamen Riders, so only rider adjacent forms, the transformation phrase instead of henshin is giso, okay? So again, when Nox transformed into Nox Knight, so he used a different transformation phrase. So I kind of, had this joke in my head, like Ogai Giso. Again, this is just like, this is just my personal joke, but it would be really nice again, considering that, I do have to get my uh, uh, older caliber here. So, Ogai Giso. Okay, so and enough of me fanboying. Sorry, guys, but yeah, I know it just sounded funny in my head because again, the transformation phrase Giso and Ogai Buso sound really similar. Uh, so yeah, I'm just really excited to see Yuzuki transform again. Again, this time into a Kamen Rider like character. But who knows? She might become a Kamen Rider someday. I'm still holding out hope onto that. So there are like there are still rumors that, again, this character of Kureha is going to become the tertiary writer of the show. So again, I'm simply hoping for that right now, but it is it is a big possibility. We've seen how Nox transitioned from Nox Knight to Kamen Rider Nox. Of course, we still uh, don't know how this is gonna turn out for Kureha, but again, we do have confirmation, so we already know that she is agent number 6. She is going to transform into one of the lords, and she is going to transform for the first time next week. And I guess a bit of like a heads up as well. So apparently the official Kamen Rider X page had already revealed agent number 5. So we are also going to see him quite soon. And again, he's only identified as code number 5 and not some sort of named character. Like actually, like code number 3 is also still unnamed as of now. So he just goes by code number 3. So code number 5 is going to be played by Shin Koyanagi. Now, Shin Koyanagi is another actor who transitions from Super Sentai to Kamen Rider. Now, in case anyone had forgotten about Shin Koyanagi, he actually appeared in Dawn Brothers as Sonoroku. Yeah. So Sonoroku is one of the other 3 Noto generals who appeared like on in the latter half of the show. Of course, we have our first 3 Noto: Sonoi, Sononi, and Sonoza. And then later on, we were introduced to Sonoshi, Sonogo, and Sonoroku. So Sonoroku is that character that we're talking about. So again, the same actor, right? So transitioning from a Super Sentai actor to Kamen Rider actor, and again, also transforming in both shows. Again, this is actually really exciting for me because seeing like actors who have experience in like one Toei Tokusatsu transitioning to another, so they do have experience. They know they know what to do on set, and I have faith in the quality of their acting. Again, as much as I love, Yuzuki Hirakawa in King Oger, she actually brings a really similar energy to Kureha this time, and I love it. I'm pretty sure that Shin Koyanagi is going to do the same. Like, um, if actually, like, comparing these characters that he's going to play, so Sonoroku and code number 5 respectively, I think they do have a common ground in the archetype of their character. So they're gonna be more like the brutish you know uh character who is very rough around the edges, and again, like they would employ brute force in combat. So I think they just chose the perfect actor to play Code Number 5, if this is, again, like his style or whatever. But yeah, again, we are going to see another Code agent very soon. Now, uh, I'm still really sus about Code Number 3 and probably even Code Number 5, but I'm really hoping that, in the sense of becoming comrade, so maybe Code Number 6 will eventually end up working with Baku, and again, this could potentially lead to her becoming a Kamen Rider officially. So that's what I'm really, really hoping for with regards to Kureha. Again, I'm really excited. Toei is really doing a great job with the casting so far for Zeztz, and the story is really solid. Now, in in episode 19, there is kind of like a side story involving Nemu and the reality of how she is connected to all of this. So we kind of learn a bit about it in this episode, but I think that's topic better talked about at a different time. But anyways, again, I'm really, really happy with the decision, or Toei's decision rather, to include Kureha and make her an important character in the story. So yes, we are going to see more of her. I am really, really excited. I've said this many times already, but that's really how it is. So yeah, what do you think? Leave your comments down in the section below. So anyways, as always, thanks for watching. Please do leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and don't forget that notification bell so you get the latest from JEFusion. This has been Philip, and I'll see you next time. Bye.